This is TPI the podcast. In this episode, AI John and AI Jane narrate a profile from our Home Away from Home series.
Ever feel that tug, that pull between the excitement of the big city and wanting something a little different, like a slower pace maybe?
Oh, absolutely.
That push and pull is exactly what we're diving into today with Courtney Layfield's story.
Yeah, and hers is a fascinating story too.
It really is. And trust me, this isn't just another I moved to the country story. This is about someone who really took control and really crafted a life that really fit.
Right, like she took all the pieces and made them work for her.
Exactly.
And her journey, well, I think it holds some surprising insights for all of us. I mean, I know I got a lot out of it.
For sure. What I found so fascinating about Courtney's story is how she connects all these seemingly random life experiences,
Totally.
career choices, where we grew up, those chance encounters, all those threads weaving together to lead us to where we ultimately feel we belong.
Yeah, and it's like you never realize how important those little things are.
Yeah.
But they all add up.
Yeah, totally. So let's start at the beginning. Courtney was born in New Mexico, but get this, raised in Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, wow. So she moved around a bit, even early on.
Right. Practically destined for a life less ordinary, I'd say, right from the start.
It's true. It's like those early experiences, they kind of instilled this sense of exploration, wouldn't you say?
Definitely.
Like a foundation for seeking out an environment that truly resonated with her core being.
Yeah, exactly. And that exploration, it wasn't just geographical. She goes all in on psychology, gets her degree, and then thinks to herself,
Like, been there, done that.
you know what? I need to understand the why behind the what kind of thing, and goes for a master's in public health.
Wow, that's quite a 1-2 punch.
Right. Talk about a driven individual.
No kidding. I love that.
Yeah.
It speaks to a desire to not just learn, but to truly comprehend the human experience individually and on a much larger scale.
100%. Okay, so picture this. She lands in Atlanta, a city that vibrates with energy.
Oh, yeah.
Starts working with the Georgia Dental Association. Seems pretty straightforward so far, right?
Yeah, seems like a pretty typical kind of career path.
But here's the thing. This is Courtney we're talking about. She doesn't just settle into a comfortable corporate climb.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah.
This is someone who's looking for impact. You could just tell.
Exactly. She starts in administration, kind of the usual entry-level thing, right? But quickly realizes that her heart is in making a real tangible difference.
Yeah, she wants to see those results.
For sure. So she gravitates towards the foundation side of the organization, pours her energy into these free clinics, community outreach programs, really gets her hands dirty, so to speak. And guess what?
What's that?
Before you know it, she's the director of development. Talk about a powerhouse.
Wow, that's amazing. It really paints this picture of someone who's not just driven by ambition, but like this deep-seated desire to contribute, to make things better.
Yeah, totally. And it's in this bustling environment that fate or maybe a well-timed coffee break, who knows, leads her to reconnect with her future husband, DJ.
Oh, little me-cute moment.
You could say that. But, and this is important, this isn't some storybook high school sweetheart reunion.
Oh, okay. So what's the real story?
They knew each other back in the day, for sure, but their connection, it really blossomed in Atlanta.
Interesting.
It speaks to the power of shared experiences. Sometimes that spark ignites when you least expect it, amidst all the chaos of a new city.
Absolutely. A fresh start can do that, for sure.
Yeah, totally. A life brimming with possibilities. So we've got Courtney.
Yeah.
Thriving in her career, right?
Right.
Reconnecting with someone special. Atlanta's buzzing all around her. It's picture perfect from the outside,
Yeah. Seems like she's got it all figured out.
Right. But life's rarely about checking off boxes, isn't it?
No, definitely not.
There's this feeling she starts to get, this undercurrent that starts to tug at both Courtney and DJ.
Oh, interesting. Like something's missing.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder what it could be.
Well, it's like that classic city symphony starts to wear on them a bit. A little too sharp, a little too loud, the pace, the pressure.
Yeah, especially when you start to think about family life.
Exactly.
A future that's not just skyscrapers and rush hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what I find so refreshing about their story?
What's that?
It's not just Courtney yearning for open spaces. This is both of them.
Oh, wow.
A shared longing for something more.
That's so important, though, don't you think?
Absolute.
For couples, especially.
Yeah.
To be on the same page like that?
100%. Creating a life that fits, it takes open communication, a shared vision, like you said, And for Courtney and DJ, that vision had a familiar backdrop, Lake Martin.
Lake Martin, okay.
Yeah. And I know what you're thinking. Lake house sounds like a vacation. But for them, it was so much deeper than that.
Really? How so?
So first off, it wasn't just some random point on a map. DJ's family actually had roots there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They'd been going for years, creating memories, experiencing that different pace of life,
Yeah.
So when that feeling hit that we need something more, Lake Martin was already there in their minds. A place of peace.
Like a refuge.
Exactly.
Away from the city.
It's like they had this mental photo album, right?
Yeah.
Filled with images of relaxation, of connection, and those images became more than just snapshots. They became this blueprint for the life they wanted.
I love that.
Right.
Yeah.
But life-changing decisions, they're rarely based on nostalgia alone.
Right. Definitely not.
And for Courtney, there's this pivotal moment, a real aha experience that just seals the deal.
Oh, okay. Tell me about this turning point.
So picture this. Courtney's young son, completely engrossed in playing in the dirt.
Okay.
Just like pure joy. Simple as that. At Lake Martin, right? And it hits her like a ton of licks.
Wow.
This is it. This is the childhood she wants for him.
Wow.
That connection to nature.
Yeah.
The freedom. Just a sense of wonder that city life just can't replicate.
It's true. There's something so special about that.
Right.
That freedom to just be a kid.
I can only imagine the emotions in that moment.
Oh, I bet.
The contrast, their life, and this idyllic scene.
Yeah.
The weight of what really matters.
Because it's about more than just dirt and playtime, isn't it?
You got it.
It's about values.
Yeah.
What feeds your soul.
Exactly. It was like everything just clicked into place. They weren't just visiting Lake Martin anymore. They had to fully embrace it.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what did they do?
Yeah.
Well, and it's easy to romanticize a move like that, isn't it?
Oh, totally.
Like just focusing on the slower pace and the idyllic setting and all that.
Yeah.
But what really struck me listening to Courtney is that she didn't just expect Lake Martin to like magically fulfill her,
Exactly.
She got involved, she rolled up her sleeves and really became a part of the community.
Yeah, she dove right in.
She did. It's like she understood that to really belong, to put down roots, you have to help shape the place where you live.
It's true. It's not enough to just be there. You
Yeah.
have to be a part of it.
Right? You blossom when you contribute your talents, your passions, all those things that make you you.
100%. And contribute, she did.
Oh, I know this wasn't just a United Way thing either, right?
No way. This is like next level community involvement. We're
Right.
talking active in her church, on the board of leadership, Lake Martin. I mean, the list goes on and on.
It's amazing how she found that balance, though, between her own personal growth and then the growth of the community around her.
It makes you think,
It really does.
what if we all took that approach?
Right.
That willingness to really be a part of something bigger than ourselves.
It's inspiring, and it brings us back to Courtney's definition of home,
Because it wasn't just about trading in the city for the lake.
No, not at all. It's
Yeah.
deeper than that.
Right. This wasn't just about a slower pace or even the close-knit community. It ran deeper.
She talked about how at Lake Martin, her son could really just be a kid
Yeah.
playing in the dirt, fishing, just that freedom,
Yeah.
that so many of us crave for ourselves and for our kids.
And it's those simple joys, those genuine moments of connection that really get to the heart of what home really means.
It's that feeling of belonging,
Yeah,
being surrounded by people who get you.
absolutely. And that sense of welcome, that feeling of being embraced by the community that wasn't just luck,
No way. Remember how she walked into that United Way office ready to volunteer? I mean, that says it all right there.
Totally.
That openness, that willingness to show up, to contribute, that creates a ripple effect.
It does. Courtney wasn't just looking for a new home. She was creating one.
Exactly. For herself and for everyone around her. It's powerful stuff. And you know what?
That's it.
It's a good reminder that we all have that power
Yeah.
to shape our lives, to find those places where we truly belong. But it takes action. It takes those first steps.
It really does. So to everyone listening, what will your first step be?
TPI the Podcast is a production of TPI Media and brought to you by TPI Digital. It's all about the audience, and whatever your marketing needs, we can reach that audience. To find out more, go to tpidigital.com or click the link in the show notes.